All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Saquon Barkley, a man who's played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Lucky 56.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Watching that, Marty.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'd open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. This is McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. A first update now from Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
All right, now, look at 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he coughed it up. And who's got it? The Giants. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he'll be taken down at the 34. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now back to throw. Looking for Shepard deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Steelers. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Slow.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Gun.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. That's it, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Over.
A handoff to Barkley. And they can't bring him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Barkley already showing the ability to transform this giant running game as they come up here on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. He's going to sling this deep down, and that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Under.
He'll drop to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from it.
A heavy rush, and down he goes.
Man, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Gone! Detroit!
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone,
or better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a big 32-yard play on third. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Slow.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Washington. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Slow.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Past the 20. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, eluding the tackle to the right side and complete to Washington. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in his first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll look to throw here. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive... Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And he knocks it through. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And it's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 51 yards.
Detroit.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 11. And he will bring us all the way back out to midfield. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tony Jefferson in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ready. 3-19. 3-19. Z.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.